Welcome to Outdoor Oasis Ideas. Today we're diving into the art of creating a stunning small front yard landscape with plants and flowers, maximizing every inch of limited space. A well-designed small front yard can make a big impact, enhancing curb appeal and creating a welcoming entrance to your home. The key is thoughtful planning and smart plant selection. Let's explore how to turn a compact front yard into a lush, inviting oasis. First, consider the overall layout. In a small space, simplicity is key. Choose a clear focal point, such as an eye-catching tree or a beautiful front door, and design around it. Use clean lines and geometric shapes to create a sense of order and maximize the perception of space. Vertical gardening is a game changer for small front yards. Utilize walls, fences, and trellises to grow climbing plants like jasmine, clematis, or climbing roses. These not only add visual interest but also free up ground space for other plantings. Layering is crucial in small yard design. Start with a backdrop of taller plants or shrubs against the house or property line. Middle height plants come next, followed by low-growing ground covers or border plants. This creates depth and interest, making the space feel larger and more lush. Choose plants wisely. In a small space, every plant counts. Opt for varieties that offer multiple seasons of interest, such as trees with beautiful spring blossoms and vibrant fall foliage. Consider dwarf varieties of popular plants. These compact versions of larger plants offer the same beauty without overwhelming the space. Dwarf hydrangeas, miniature roses, and small Japanese maples are excellent choices for small front yards. Incorporate a mix of textures to add visual interest. Combine plants with different leaf shapes and sizes. For example, pair the fine, feathery foliage of Japanese maples with the broad leaves of hostas. This contrast creates a dynamic, engaging landscape. Color plays a crucial role in small yard design. A monochromatic color scheme can make a space feel larger and more cohesive. Consider a palette of different shades of green for a serene, natural look. Alternatively, use pops of bright colors to draw the eye and create focal points. Don't forget about hardscaping elements. A well-designed path leading to your front door can make the space feel larger and more inviting. Use materials that complement your home's architecture, such as brick, flagstone, or gravel. Curved paths can add a sense of mystery and make the space feel larger than it is. Incorporate small seating areas where space allows. A simple bench or a pair of chairs can create a welcoming spot to enjoy your garden. Place seating near fragrant plants like lavender or roses for an enhanced sensory experience. Use containers to add flexibility to your design. Potted plants can be moved around to change the look of your garden or to accommodate seasonal plantings. They're also great for adding height variation and can be placed on steps or retaining walls to maximize space. Consider the power of repetition in your design. Repeating plant varieties or colors throughout the landscape creates a sense of unity and can make a small space feel more expansive. For example, use the same type of border plant along all your garden edges. Solar-powered lights are an eco-friendly option that's easy to install. Use them to illuminate paths, accent trees, or create a welcoming glow around your front door. Don't overlook the importance of lawn alternatives in small front yards. While a patch of grass can be lovely, it's not always practical in tight spaces. Consider ground covers like creeping thyme or sedum, which require less maintenance and can tolerate foot traffic. Raised beds can be an excellent solution for small front yards. They add visual interest, improve drainage, and can be easier to maintain than in-ground plantings. Use them to create defined planting areas or to separate different garden zones. Incorporate native plants into your design. These plants are adapted to your local climate and typically require less water and maintenance. Consider the seasons when planning your small front yard. Include plants that offer interest year-round, such as evergreens for winter structure, spring flowering bulbs, summer perennials, and plants with attractive fall foliage or berries. Use optical illusions to make your space feel larger. Placing larger plants or structures at the far end of your yard draws the eye and creates the illusion of depth. Similarly, using lighter colored plants or materials at the far end of the yard can make it appear more expansive. Don't forget about the importance of negative space. In a small yard, it's tempting to fill every inch with plants. However, leaving some open areas can actually make the space feel larger and more relaxing. Use ground covers or small areas of hardscaping to create these restful spaces. Consider the view from inside your home when designing your front yard. Place eye-catching plants or features where they can be enjoyed from your windows. This extends the impact of your garden beyond the outdoor space. Incorporate edible plants into your front yard design. Dwarf fruit trees, berry bushes, and herbs can add both beauty and functionality to your landscape. They're a great conversation starter and can make your front yard more productive. Incorporate rain gardens or bioswales to manage stormwater runoff. These can be beautiful landscape features that also serve an important ecological function. Don't overlook the importance of proper maintenance in a small front yard. Regular pruning, deadheading, and tidying can keep your space looking its best. In a compact area, even small maintenance tasks can have a big impact on the overall appearance. Use mulch to unify your planting areas and reduce maintenance. A layer of organic mulch helps retain soil moisture, suppress weeds, and gives your garden a polished look. In a small space, choose a finer, textured mulch that won't overwhelm the plants. Consider the architecture of your home when designing your front yard. Choose plants and design elements that complement your home's style. A cohesive look between your house and garden can make the entire property feel more harmonious. Incorporate art into your small front yard design. Garden sculptures, decorative stakes, or even a colorful front door can serve as focal points and add personality to your space. Use plants to soften hard edges and create a more natural feel. Allow plants to spill over the edges of walkways or cascade down retaining walls. This blurring of lines between hardscape and plants can make a small space feel more lush and inviting. Consider the role of fragrance in your small front yard. Aromatic plants like lavender, roses, or honeysuckle can create a multi-sensory experience in your garden. Place these near walkways or seating areas where their scent can be fully appreciated. Don't forget about the importance of proportion in a small front yard. Choose plants and features that are in scale with your space. Oversized elements can make a small yard feel cramped, while appropriately sized features can enhance the sense of space. Use vertical elements to draw the eye upward and create the illusion of a larger space. Tall, narrow trees like Italian cypress or columnar junipers can add height without taking up much ground space. Similarly, arbors or pergolas can add vertical interest and provide support for climbing plants. Consider the flow of your small front yard. Create clear pathways that guide visitors through the space. These paths can be functional, leading to your front door, but also recreational, inviting exploration of your garden. Incorporate different levels into your design to add interest and the illusion of more space. Raised planters, sunken seating areas, or a series of terraces can create a dynamic landscape that feels larger than it is. Use mirrors strategically to create the illusion of more space. A well-placed mirror can reflect light and greenery, making your yard feel twice as large. Don't overlook the importance of edges in a small front yard. Well-defined borders between different areas of your garden can create a sense of organization and purpose. Use edging materials that complement your overall design, such as stone, brick, or steel. Use plants with interesting foliage to add year-round interest to your small front yard. Plants with variegated or colorful leaves, such as Futuras, Japanese painted ferns, or Coleus, can provide color and texture even when not in bloom. Use shade creatively in a small front yard. If your space is sunny, consider adding a small tree or pergola to create pockets of shade. This not only adds visual interest, but also expands the types of plants you can grow. Don't forget about the importance of winter interest in your small front yard. Incorporate plants with interesting bark, like paperbark maple or river birch, or plants that hold their berries through winter, like winterberry holly. Consider the use of ornamental grasses in your design. These low-maintenance plants add movement and texture to the garden and can provide interest through multiple seasons. Varieties like fountain grass or Japanese forest grass work well in small spaces. Don't overlook the importance of proper soil preparation in a small front yard. Good soil is the foundation of a healthy garden. Invest time in improving your soil with organic matter before planting to ensure the long-term success of your garden. Use plants that change with the seasons to create a dynamic landscape. Plants like dogwoods, which offer spring flowers, summer greenery, fall color, and winter branch structure, provide year-round interest in a small space. Consider incorporating a small herb garden into your front yard design. Herbs are not only useful in the kitchen, but also add fragrance and attract pollinators. Many herbs like thyme or oregano work well as ground covers in sunny areas. Use the principle of mass planting in your small front yard. Grouping multiple plants of the same variety can create a bold, cohesive look that's often more effective in a small space than a mix of single specimens. Don't overlook the importance of proper irrigation in a small front yard. Installing a drip irrigation system can ensure your plants receive consistent moisture, which is particularly important in a compact space where plants may be competing for resources. Consider the use of dwarf conifers in your small front yard design. These slow-growing evergreens come in a variety of shapes and colors and can provide year-round structure and interest without overwhelming the space. Consider the use of container gardening to add flexibility to your small front yard design. Containers can be moved to create different looks, accommodate seasonal plantings, or make space for entertaining. Remember, creating a beautiful small front yard landscape is an ongoing process. It requires patience, care, and a willingness to adapt as plants grow and the garden evolves. Thank you for joining us on Outdoor Oasis Ideas for this exploration of small front yard landscaping. We hope this video has inspired you to make the most of your compact outdoor space. If you enjoyed this content and want more gardening and landscaping tips, please consider subscribing to our channel. Don't forget to hit the notification bell to stay updated on our latest videos.